The Trump administration has just provided U.S. embassies with a frightening new order, one that not only damages America's image on the world stage, but could also spell major economic doom for the nation. This is not to be taken lightly. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. To understand this story, first we need to recap a bit around one of Trump's major targets, American universities. Trump has accused higher institutions of brainwashing students, pushing DEI initiatives, and anti-Semitism. Of course, this probably owes a great deal to the fact that educated voters tend to vote for liberal and progressive causes and often criticize Trump and his administration's ignorance. Now, Trump wants revenge.
This would be the cancellation of all federal contracts to the university to the tune of roughly $100 million, according to two senior Trump officials. The White House giving this directive to all federal agencies to identify any contract with Harvard and determine if they can be canceled or redirected elsewhere, the officials said. This move comes after the president posted on Truth Social over the holiday weekend that he was considering quote, taking $3 billion of grant money away from Harvard and instead reallocating that funding to trade schools.
And that's just one instance of Trump's vindictiveness. Wait until you see this latest development. Stay with me. There's also the matter of a number of students and faculty detained without arrest for supporting pro-Palestinian causes on college campuses. No, not Hamas, the Palestinian people. That includes Tufts University student Rumeysa Ozturk, who was detained and held by ICE for 6.5 weeks without being charged with a crime.
It is the moment 6 weeks in the making.
Thank you so much for all the support and love. I am a little bit tired, so I will take some rest, but I really appreciate you being here.
Tufts University student Rumeysa Ozturk walking out of the detention center in Louisiana Friday evening following her legal team's victory in Vermont. The 30-year-old doctoral student was detained on the streets of Somerville in March, the video going viral. The White House said it revoked her visa because of a pro-Palestinian op-ed she wrote last year in the student newspaper.
It also includes former Columbia student Mahmoud Khalil.
For the first time since his arrest in March, detained Columbia University graduate student Mahmoud Khalil will reunite with his wife. A judge granted the family visit after immigration officials refused a contact visit with his wife and newborn son. Khalil is set to meet with his attorneys and his wife any moment now, but it's unclear if the baby will also be there.
Noticing a pattern here? These students were detained, not arrested, and imprisoned without being charged with a crime. That's a clear violation of due process rights, which extend to anyone on American soil, not just U.S. citizens. Perhaps for that reason, the Trump administration has lost court cases defending its actions in the cases of Mahmoud Khalil, Rumeysa Ozturk, and others in similar circumstances. And now, that just got a lot more complicated. Politico now reports that the online outlet obtained a cable order from Secretary of State Marco Rubio earlier today. In it, Rubio ordered all U.S. embassies and consular sections to pause scheduling new interviews for student visa applications. The State Department is also expanding existing efforts to study and catalog potential students' social media posts for politically sensitive content. But wait, you ask, is it really that big a deal? You bet it is. The same report notes that foreign students generate a whopping $40 billion for the U.S. economy every year. Those funds go a long way to keeping universities open and functioning for American students, not to mention boosting the economy across just about every other sector. Losing that kind of money would imperil universities, which Trump has already labeled as his enemies. Furthermore, it's not entirely clear what on social media would disqualify a potential student. Would posting a Palestinian flag bar a student from access? Would criticizing U.S. policy? What about criticizing Trump personally? You see the danger here. There is also an even bigger peril at hand. Many immigrants who come to the United States do so legally following university study in such fields as engineering or medicine, areas of study that keep the U.S. economy thriving. In a technology-driven world, having cutting-edge science is vital to maintaining an economic and technological advantage in the world. It ensures our doctors and hospitals offer the best treatment, that our companies continue to innovate. Cutting off a supply of great minds from foreign nations would likely compromise American dominance in the field of technology, the thing that keeps our companies and our government at the forefront of world affairs. At the time of this report, the State Department has not commented on Rubio's order or its potential ramifications. Donald Trump has vowed to make America great, but if that's the case, why is he hellbent on destroying every advantage we have in this country? The U.S. needs universities and it needs great minds. And in case you hadn't noticed, and you probably have, Donald Trump does not have a great mind himself. We'll have more on this story as it continues to develop. This is Occupy Democrats.